take 2 at this core series as I forgot to hit record. So, welcome to Wild Heart Pilates. Today we're going to be going through a little core burner. This is my second round doing it in a row. So join me on the mat as we go through it. So we're going to start at the back, starting in your child's pose. Just have your knees nice and narrow. We don't want to take them out too wide. And then you're going to fold forward, reaching those hands out in front. Going to take a deep breath in through your nose, rise up onto your knees, let your feet separate, roll all the way through, drop your hips, arch your back, look up to the ceiling. Hold in here for 3, 2, and 1. Press all the way back, bringing those feet back together, round back, sit back to your heels. We repeat, rolling up, round through that spine, separate your feet, drop your hips, arch your back, look up, really press up out of those hands. And then take it all the way back. Let's just go for one more like this. Round and roll forward, separate those feet, drop your hips, arch your back, looking up at the ceiling, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press all the way back, bringing your feet back together, sinking back to your heels. Deep breath in through your nose. Hold that breath for a moment and then long exhale. And then slowly roll yourself up. We're going to come sitting towards the front of your mat. So you're going to have your legs stretched out in front, sitting up nice and tall, feet are flexed. Reaching those hands out in front, we're coming into our rollbacks. So belly button to spine, round as you roll all the way down. Really take your time here, control the movement. Let your spine connect with the mat, point your toes, reach your hands overhead. Option 1, imagine you've got a ball in your hands. With momentum, we're going to throw ourselves up, reaching up nice and tall, flex your feet, pulse down to your feet for 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself back up, reaching those hands out in front. Belly button to spine, we round and roll all the way back. Point your toes, reach your hands overhead. Option 2 is to take it nice and slow. Flex your feet, reach those hands up to the ceiling. Chin to chest, we slowly roll all the way up, sitting up nice and tall, and pulse down for 3, 2, and 1. We've got another 4 like this. Choosing your option here. Round and roll back. Take it all the way down to the mat. Point your toes, reach those hands overhead. Flex your feet. Either throw yourself up or reach those hands to the ceiling, chin to chest, coming all the way up and pulsing down for 3, 2, and 1. Now another option here for these would be if you have a weight handy, you can take a weight in between your hands for this one and use it as a bit of an anchor point. So it'll help you bring yourself up, and then we pulse down to your knees, nose to knees for 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for another 2 like this. Round and roll all the way back. Reach those hands overhead. Flex your feet, reach your hands up. Chin to chest, roll all the way up. Pulsing down for 3, 2, and 1. Last one like this. Round and roll all the way back. Point your toes, reach your hands overhead. Flex your feet. Hands to the ceiling, chin to chest, we roll all the way up and pulse down for 3, 2, and 1. Sitting up nice and tall, let's roll all the way down now, taking it all the way back, slowly come down, reach your hands overhead, and I just want you to really stretch through your fingers and toes here, holding like this for another 3, 2, and 1. Pull your right knee into your chest, hugging it in nice and tight. You're going to float your left leg up off the mat and then curl yourself up. So chin to chest, and we're going to switch legs, pulling your left knee in. And then you switch. So we're going to keep alternating legs here. Each time switching those legs. Keep those shoulder blades up off the mat. If you really want to think about your hand positioning, it's outside hand to your knee, inside hand to your ankle. Switching legs. Here for another 8. Keep those shoulder blades up off the mat. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug both knees in. Lower your head down to the mat. Just squeeze your knees into your chest for a moment. And then we're going to curl your head back up. So chin to chest, extend your legs out long, hands come to the side of your thighs, and then we draw your knees back in, lay your head back down. Curling up, extend those legs out, try get those shoulder blades up off the mat, and then come back down. Now you can take your legs as high or as low in space as you like, so you can take them up nice and high. That'll be easier on your lower back and core. Coming back in, or you can really challenge yourself. Take them out as low as you can. Really getting into that lower half of your core. Let's go for another 6, 5. Really try to get those shoulder blades up off the mat. 4, really pointing through your toes. 3, 2, and last one. Reaching everything nice and long. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw your knees back in, lay your head down to the mat. Just give yourself a little rock from side to side. All right, and then from here, extending your right leg straight up to the ceiling. Take a hold as high up as you can while keeping that leg straight. Left leg extends out nice and long. It's floating up off the ground. Pull yourself up towards your leg. Keep yourself up as high as you can as you switch legs. And switch, keeping both legs nice and straight. Alternating legs. Keep pulling yourself up as high as you can here. We've got another 10. That's it, doing really well. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull both legs in and then slowly lower your head back down to the mat. Take your hands, clasp them behind your head, elbows out nice and wide. Now to start here, we're just going to lower your legs slightly. Don't take them too low, and then draw them back up to the ceiling. Keeping those legs as straight as you can. You want to make sure that you're not sticking your belly and ribs out and getting a big gap behind your lower back. So keeping your back nice and steady. That core is nice and strong here as we lower and lift. Next challenge, if you want to take it, is curl your head up, keep it up. Keep those elbows out nice and wide as you lower your legs down and lift them back up. Now remembering, just take those legs to where you can today. We don't want to lose our form here. We've got another 5. Go for 4, 3, 2, and last one like this. Bring your legs all the way back up to the ceiling and then drop them down. Drop your head down to the mat. Well done. Give yourself a couple of knee swipes here. Just dropping your knees from side to side, loosening up that lower back. All right. We've got our crisscross, or better known as your bicycle. So you're going to take your hands back behind your head. We're going to start with your feet flat to the mat. Knees up to the ceiling. You're going to curl your left shoulder into your right knee. So draw that knee in and then lower back down. Take it over to the other side. Right shoulder, left knee, and come back down. Now I'm saying shoulder here because we don't want our elbow to lead the way and just your elbow curl over. That's cheating. So you want your shoulder to come up towards your knee. Really get that shoulder blade up off the mat. That's it. We're just here for another 4. Go for 3, 2, and 1. We're going to add on from here. Take your legs up to tabletop. This time as you curl, extend the same leg out long and then come back in. Opposite shoulder, opposite knee, extend other leg out long. That's it. You're here for another 6. Keep those elbows out nice and wide for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one like this, come back down. This is your last add-on for this little bit. So we're going to keep your head up the whole time, going from side to side. Don't let that head drop back down. You can start to pick up the pace a little bit more, alternating here for another 10 seconds. That's it. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Drop it down. Hug those knees into your chest. Whew. All right. We've got one more series. I'm just going to scooch myself down, nearly off my mat. So we're going to come into our 100. Now you've got options here for your legs. So to start off, we're going to have your legs at tabletop. So this is option 1. Reach those hands overhead. We're going to curl up, reaching your arms nice and long. You've got big beats of your hands, beating them up and down, up and down. We want to make a nice pace here. Don't go too slow. Big beats of those hands. Keep those shoulder blades up off the mat. We're here for another 10 seconds. That's it. Don't forget to breathe. We're here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw your knees back in. Rest down for a moment. Now that's option 1 for your legs. You can always come back to tabletop. You don't have to add on as we are about to. So legs are back up to tabletop. Reach your hands overhead. This time we're going to curl up, extend one leg long, and beat those hands. Nice big beats here. That's it. We've got another 10 seconds on this side. Trying to keep those shoulder blades up off the mat. Here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, switch legs on 1. That's it. Keep beating those hands. Remembering you can always take it back to tabletop. Here for another 10 seconds. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back in. Rest down for a moment. Whew. All right, we've got one more set here. We're going into double legs. So you've got the option for tabletop or single leg extension. Otherwise, we're into double legs. Hands overhead, legs at tabletop. Curl up, extend those legs long, and start beating those hands. Nice big beats here. We've got 30 seconds. That's it, keeping those shoulder blades up off the mat. We're here for another 20 seconds. You've got another 10. This is the last 10. Holding nice and strong. We're here for another 5. Can you lower those legs? Take them as low as you can for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down. Woo. Well done, everyone. Let's give ourselves a couple of knee swipes again. If you really want a good burn in that core, I recommend doing this video twice, as I have accidentally just done from not hitting record the first time. All right, let's hug those knees into your chest. Just pull them in nice and tight here. Keep that lower back connected to the mat. And if it feels nice, you can give yourself another little rock from side to side. And then let's just roll ourselves up. And we are all done. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.